Welcome to the Edge of Greatness podcast. The path to greatness is never linear and requires patience and consistency. Join us on our journey as we peel back the layers of success, searching for that elusive core. Each week we will explore a different component of greatness, utilizing experts who have traveled some part of the path that we are all on. We aim to uncover insights into the areas of leadership, coaching, performance, overcoming failure, the power of habits, and so much more. We are all on the edge of greatness. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Edge of Greatness podcast. I'm your host, Charles Schultz, and today we have a lovely chalk talk session coming to you about curiosity. But first, if you haven't had a chance, please head over to the website and check out the apparel that we have on the store. We have some hats, we have some shirts, we got hoodies, we got a few other items available to you. And each one of those items goes towards the production and expansion of the show and the platform that we're trying to work with. So if you're enjoying what we're doing, you like the content that you're getting, take a moment now, head to www.theedgeofgreatnessproject.com and see if there's something that you would like and give it a shot. As before, I've mentioned we will have some new items coming up in the not too distant future. And I'm also thinking about running a little summer sale for the dog days of August that are coming our way here really shortly. But first, let's get into this session today, because last week I had a conversation with Coach Tom Marker, and we touched on the idea of curiosity a few times. And for the purpose of pursuing knowledge and excellence and getting better, I think there's a lot of value in being curious. And I think there's some things that we need to do to enhance and continue our curiosity. One of those things I think we need to do is to question more. I think we don't question people enough to get to the root of the answers that we are seeking. I think there's a lot of times where we accept the answer and we move forward, but we're not satisfied with what we heard, but we don't seek more. We don't ask for more. We don't dig deeper to uncover the layers. And the truly curious people, or one, they're very fun to listen to because I think they are constantly seeing the world in different ways than the rest of us. But two, they typically have an extreme amount of knowledge and experience doing things because their curiosity leads them down paths that others may not go. If you want to truly achieve greatness, you want to achieve excellence, you want to go to another level than those around you, you have to do things differently than those around you, because a lot of times we look at what those people who have done before and we follow their path thinking this is what's going to get me to what I want, but then you're only going to become what the person who went before you was. If you're truly trying to be the best, you're truly trying to take another step, the curiosity would allow you to try something different, to go a new way, to take a different path, and to unlock even more greatness than the person who showed you the initial way. This curiosity keeps us wanting more. And that's a valuable thing. And I always like to look back when I talk about, like, for example, in my gym, I talk about movement patterns, and I talk about the ability and resilience of people. I always look to kids, because if you watch a kid, they are always going to continue to fight to try to get something done if they can't get it done the first time. There's this ability to be resilient in the face of adversity as a kid, because they don't look at it the same way that we do. They don't look at failure as an epic setback. They just think of it as, okay, this is an obstacle to overcome. But the same thing is true about the curiosity. If you watch a child experience something for the first time, there's this click that happens in them, and you can see it in their eyes where they're like genuinely trying to explore something. That curiosity allows them to learn, allows them to grow. But somewhere along the way, we lose that curiosity. We're told to stop asking questions. We're told to stop being curious, to stop asking why. And I encourage you all to take another step towards curiosity, to ask more questions, to dig deeper, to find the true meaning behind what people are telling you or what you're trying to learn. Okay? Every time you pick a path and you get a little bit of knowledge, or you get a little bit of experience, or you get a little bit of whatever it is that you're chasing, be curious about how can I get a little more? Be hungry for a little bit more. And that curiosity will hopefully lead you in a direction that makes you ultimately become extremely successful. So it was a really cool conversation I had. If you haven't had a chance, go back and listen to it. The interview was with Tom Marker. It was the last episode that released on Sunday. And the curiosity piece to me, I think, is something that I'm going to dig a little harder into myself, because I am genuinely curious. What makes people tick? What is the key to finding your greatness? Because I think we all have it in us. We all have the potential to be great at something. We have that in us. Part of it's our passion and finding that. Part of it's our grit and determination. Part of it's our ability to adapt and overcome, to deal with failure, the resilience. There's a lot of different pieces that we've touched on during this podcast. But I think one that we haven't touched on enough yet is the curiosity to explore all those. Be curious. Ask questions. Dig deeper. Want more. And at the end of the day, I think if you do that, if you're genuinely curious all the time, you're going to find something that sets you apart and makes you unique and leads you closer to that greatness that you're seeking. As always, guys, keep reaching for the stars. Fall flat on your face, but remember, whenever we fall, always get up.
Thank you for joining us today on the Edge of Greatness podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and join us again next time as we continue to dig deeper into the key components of greatness. The path to greatness is never linear, so remember to keep pursuing greatness no matter what. Keep stretching your abilities, reach for the stars, and fall flat on your face. But no matter what happens, remember, whenever we fall, always get up. Until next time, I'm Charles Schultz, and this was the Edge of Greatness podcast.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. Please take a moment now to subscribe, rate, and review our show. We are all on the edge of greatness.